We're live. All right. And I'm waiting for the timer. Yes, we are a couple seconds in. Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. And those of you who don't know, this is Yoga Talks. I'm David Gramling. We're going to discuss topics that can be helpful for you on your yoga journey. And a couple of these first podcasts, we're going out trying to knock out some of the kinks. The last one I did, I had a great guest on. We're going to have them back on the show. Unfortunately, though, I've been making a little bit of bloops with looking at the camera, not knowing where to look. I've been looking around. I don't know exactly when I started doing that. Maybe when I was focusing so much on the PhD program, I didn't really take time to continue working or fine tuning my eye contact. But I'm going to try my best to look directly in the lens so I can see you and you can see me. But yeah, we got a pretty good show for you today. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more into it. So, what I would like for us to talk about today specifically is going to be community and particularly a little bit about the yoga community, what the yoga community can do for you, and why you may need it or why you may not need it. And I'll give you a little bit of my perspective, a little bit of my experience with it so that you can make your own decision. Because I think I have some information that hopefully can help you out. And I know that this is a topic that I don't want to say I struggled with, but I absolutely had my personal thoughts on. So first thing I want to do is kind of get into the idea of what it means to be in community. So community does a lot of good things. It can hold you accountable. It could help you out with support, with coping, with stressful situations. It can help you with mentorship. It can help you with master apprentice relationship. There's a lot of good that can come from community. It's also very rewarding to give back if you are in that master role, and obviously if you're in an apprenticeship role, you're going to learn and grow and figure out things. So there's a lot of good that comes from having community. And if you hear barking in the background, that's just my dog. So excuse me on that. So community in general is not a bad thing. It's a good idea. It's something that I would highly recommend if you are looking forward to getting involved in yoga. But in my experience, it hasn't always been the most pleasant experience being in the yoga community. And I'm going to explain why. When we do yoga, a lot of times we develop a skill set of tools mentally that help us guide our path on, you can call it a journey, you can call it a routine, you can call it a route. Whatever you're doing, you're on a specific navigation, and you have a certain set of tools and skills that I think we all kind of gather when we're on this path. So if you've gone through the basic level of training, which is RYT 200, then you're probably going to be familiar with something called the Yoga Sutras. You may even be familiar with the Yoga Upanishads. And these are kind of the philosophy you're going to follow when it comes to being a yoga instructor and also a yoga practitioner. And this philosophy is nothing that many haven't heard before in other cultures. It's very much a basic understanding of treating people well with respect and be respected of yourself, not being too vested in their decision makings. A lot of this is linked to different types of religion as well. You can see why some religions have even taken from the Yoga Sutras or Yoga Upanishads and placed it as part of their religion. Granted, this practice, this philosophy was built for an atheist. It's not built for a religious way of. It's not really built as a. It's not at all, excuse me, built as a religious way to conduct yourself. Though certain religions have taken parts of this and put it into their religion. So anyway, having these skills aren't bad, but they are a work in progress and they take time to develop and hone. So when you get some of these skills, you may catch yourself judging those who don't have them, or you may catch yourself in and out of appreciation for the skill set and also for those who are on their own journey. And I'll give an example. I used to be in a Facebook group on about yoga, and whenever a yoga practitioner did something wrong, a lot of people in the group would jump on them. It could be like a popular yoga instructor like Patabi Joyce, who was the creator of Ashtanga Yoga in Mysore, India. He has been facing allegations of harassment. So someone like him is a little bit of a hot topic, and a lot of people will jump on him, and I don't have a problem with that necessarily, but I do feel like that is a break in the philosophy of our Yoga Sutras and Yoga Upanishads about holding judgment in regards to that person's path, and this person would be Patabi Joyce. Now, it would be judgmental of me to judge the people who are judging Patabi Joyce, so that's where I have to also keep an eye on myself, make sure I don't fall into that cycle. So there have been parts of that community that have been what I consider, a lot of people that are a lot of other people considered a non-productive environment, and I think that's a safe and kind way to say toxic environment. So a lot of us had left a group or muted a group, and there was a lot of value I found in that group, a lot of great instructors, but I started noticing trends of uh, I started noticing a lot of trends of, I don't want to say abuse, but trends of a certain level of disdain for characteristic traits. It started off with people like Patabi Joyce, where there were a set of allegations against them. And then it would trickle down to, oh, this person teaches goat yoga. They don't know what they're talking about. Or this person only has a trained RYT 200. They don't know what they're talking about. And the judgment just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. It was a lot of judgment. So there was a sense of overall negativity, and that was definitely stressful, and I didn't like it. So I personally had voiced my concerns once or twice, and then made it a point to just not take part of it, and that was a lot better for me. It was a lot more relaxing. It was a lot more enjoyable after I wasn't dealing with that situation anymore. So I guess my point is you do need to be mindful that no one's perfect. You don't want to judge those who are or judging too harshly within a community, but if the community is not serving you well, I would definitely take a look at it and maybe venture out of it. Even if it's a community that you're doing, whether you're doing jujitsu or basketball club or chess club, in a band or a quartet singing, you're in a yoga community. If it's not serving you well, it's not doing you any favors and you're not feeling good in it, you need to take a look at it and make some moves so that you can hopefully be in a better situation. Because I'll tell you, a lot of times you don't know you're in a toxic situation until you get out of it. And then you look back and you're like, oh man, life's so much easier and better that I'm not dealing amongst that situation. You take away that outlook and enjoy the good, and maybe you don't have to necessarily leave fully. You can do what I kind of did, was just mute it, and then if I had a question, yeah, you can kind of cherry pick and take advantage of the good and stay out of the negativity and the bad. Sometimes it's just easier to leave altogether and find something more productive. So you can kind of take your pick. It's up to you, and that's a cool part about it. You can make your own choice and decision on that. Elsewise, being in community is pretty great. The jobs I have now, communities I hold now, they're all really great communities and they're fantastic. I really appreciate them. And I appreciate having gone through some of the more challenging ones, because now I can actually really identify some of the good ones, and I really lean into the positivity of it and appreciate it. And again, none is going to be perfect, but overall, it's going to be a good opportunity for you to connect with people who are like minded, learn some stuff, and again, it can be quite rewarding. So I'm going to go take care of the dog. That's it for right now and today. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to tell you to please like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Again, this is a good way for us to be in community together. And I hope this can be a positive experience for you. We're going to continue to have great guests on and have intriguing conversations that are enticing and hopefully help you on your journey. So thank you for being here, and we will see you soon. Oh, I got one more for you. Here we go, the slide. And here we go. Thanks for being here. I will see you all very soon.